Hey. Oh, I didn't see you there. This channel's still a thing? I thought I was addicted to Mario Maker on my other channel. Okay, so kid, I didn't abandon this channel, okay? It's just, look, I warned everyone, okay, before the video started. Let me just tell you something real quick. I told everyone, I was like, when Mario Maker come out, I'm gonna be addicted like crack, and that is what's happening. So on my gaming channel, I'm over there still uploading every day, also streaming every day as well. So if you do want to check out my gaming content, then that link will be in the description below. Just go ahead and plug that just in case. But anyway, all right, we're here about back to some scary stories now. I do need this. I need this, okay? I love watching these. It's like it's been a while because I think last time I watched was Dank. Before that, I want to say it was like Beats. It don't matter, all right? I'm about to check out 3 disturbing true stories by Mr. Nightmare, and this one's just stories. That's it. No particular subject. All right. So you guys check out the original video. Link in the description below. But let's go. Gotta hit that like button. 3 true scary stories. And you know what? It's late too. So I got my blanket. Keep me protected.
When I was 19, I worked as a camp counselor at a summer camp. The job would be to entertain and chaperone a large group of kids with a bunch of other counselors for 3 sessions for the summer.
I'm getting a
That
Jason
meant
vibe.
3 different groups of kids would come at different points in the summer. Each group would come for 2 weeks, which meant I was away from home for this job for a total
One group
of
gonna have a
6
crazy
weeks.
kid.
By the time the last group came, summer was more than half over, and I was ready to finish this job and get home. At some point during the 2nd week of the 3rd session, and the final week of the job for the season, one of the kids in my group, named Todd, wasn't feeling good,
What up?
so he wanted to go back to the cabin to go to sleep while everyone else was around the
Todd
campfire.
lying.
When we got back to the cabin for 10 to 12-year-old boys, I left Todd to brush up and go to bed. Upon exiting the cabin, a little girl, probably 8 years old, was waiting in front. She wasn't supposed to be in the section, especially not alone at this hour at her age.
She probably ain't even part of the camp.
I asked her where her group was. She didn't answer me.
Little
I
girl.
asked her what her name was. She said Willa. I asked her what her counselors' names were.
Will let your ass be
She didn't
leaving?
answer. I took her hand and brought her into the front section of the cabin. Then I told her to wait there. I started to run across the camp to the other activity sections, hoping to find the girls' group. When I couldn't find them, I ran straight for the section with the girl cabins.
I would have done that first. Like,
I found one of the
cool little
female
girl.
counselors with a small group of 7 to 8-year-old girl campers and asked her if she had any girls named Willa in their group. The counselor was certain there was no one with that name in
Was
any
she
of the
coming back with
girls'
me?
groups, actually. Next thing I did was run back to the boys' cabin where I left the girl, with plans of bringing her to the front office building. When I got back to the cabin, however, she wasn't there.
I knew it.
I went towards the back section by the beds and asked Todd if he'd seen a girl walk in there,
Todd knows
which
something.
he looked confused and said no. So now in a panic, I ran outside and looked in the immediate area of the cabin for the girl, when suddenly I heard a girl's scream come from the woods. I was beyond shook.
Why
I
was she
can't
going
even
to
come
woods?
up with better words to use for how I was feeling
probably
when
set
I
him
heard
up.
that scream. I wanted to run for help, but I felt like whatever danger she could be in could be time sensitive.
Are you the only
So I
adult
ran
there?
into the woods calling Willa's name. It didn't return any calls
Because
back
Willa
for a
sent you
while,
up.
and I felt like I was hopelessly running into the dark woods. Until finally, after some time, and calling the name Willa constantly, there was a scream echoing through the woods, very close this time. I continued a bit further, and there she was. That little girl named Willa. She was standing straight in front of a tree looking at me, as if she
Oh
were
no!
waiting. I told her to come to me in a quiet voice as I slowly approached her. But then she turned and started running.
Alright, go by yourself then. I
I don't
tried.
know why she was running, but I had to follow her. She was surprisingly fast, but I kept up.
Good. Let her be fast.
I saw her slow down and stop ahead, though my vision of her was intruded by a few trees, as it was the whole time I was chasing her. I stopped and hid behind a tree, thinking maybe I could sneak up on her and grab her.
Why would you?
if I
She
was
don't
quiet
want to
enough.
be saved.
And I noticed something in the near distance. It was
Her
some
daddy.
small, dim red light waving around behind some foliage. The girl then ran over to the light and apparently ducked down out of sight.
Don't
I
go.
was trying to put the pieces together, just as I saw some larger figure
Knew it.
emerge from where the girl had
I
just
knew it.
disappeared to. And this figure was crouch walking in my direction.
What? Like,
I was able to put 2 and 2 together and assume this was some kind of trap. But I I turned
Told you.
and ran.
I'm smart.
Sprinted all the way back to the campgrounds and ran straight for the main office. I spoke with the camp coordinator, Jackie.
Like, we gotta
Told her
go.
about the suspicious activity that just took place and advised that all camp activity should be cut short for the night. Any incident like this would be treated very seriously for the safety of the children and the well-being of the camp's reputation. Authorities had been alerted about suspicious activity on the campground.
So you ain't
They
tell us
came,
that?
I helped them with their report and they left.
You knew it was suspicious activity on this campground. You
That
ain't tell
morning,
us?
Everything was back to normal.
Shut up.
The season was over before we knew it, and that was that. I have my own theories of what I witnessed in the woods that night. The
A
most
demon?
logical has to be the possibility that a man was using that little girl, maybe his daughter,
I
some
told
kind
you.
of bait to lure unsuspecting victims into the woods. And what would happen next? I have no idea. I'm glad I didn't find out.
Good. I knew. Look, okay, look, hold up. Look, I feel bad, but at the same time, look, it's survival. Okay, I always seeing this little girl. If she was out the woods, okay, boom, I would help her because I don't want to just leave like somebody hang, like especially a kid. So out the woods, boom, I would have talked to her like, oh, you need help, blah, 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 blah. Come with me. Let's go into the main office, talk to more adults, and find out what's going on. I would have done that. If she wouldn't have went and she didn't want to go with me and she could go in the woods, I'm sorry. I'm not going in there after you. I'm sorry. That's like it because stuff like this. It's like I feel bad when I see like hitchhikers, especially when you see like with kids and stuff. It's like I want to help you, but I know how this world works. I'm not trying to wake up dead trying to help somebody. I'm sorry, all right? So that's why like when he was like trying to talk to her the first time, boom, I've done that too. I tried to help. Before I was going to the woods out there, no. Because I don't care how young or how old you are. If you want to be helped and you're screaming, you're not going to go in the woods away from an adult that's trying to help you. Maybe you go from an adult because you don't know if that adult may be trying to hurt you. But at the same time, you're not, as a kid, you're not going in the woods. And the kid would know, like, no, basements, woods, closet, no, equals scary. Not going there, clown. Freaking knew it. I knew that one from the beginning. I'm telling you, I be knowing this stuff.
I've been through a lot of hellish experiences in my life, but this one takes the cake. It was about 20 years ago, so I was, I believe, around 20 years old. This was way before cell phones and navigation garments. I was working off the books for a media company at the time, who were paying me for my photography and videography skills.
Okay, Spider-Man.
I had all of the top quality video equipment for the time, which held to today's standards would be like comparing an Nokia to an iPhone. I was being paid to go out into the wilderness and record hours worth of background footage of lakes, trees,
As
etc.
long as it's in the daytime.
They would use this as stock footage for various documentaries and such. I drove about half an hour to find a good place in rural Maryland to do the shoot. Then I parked my car on a dirt road and hiked for
I would
a
definitely
while,
take someone with me,
finding
though.
a few good shooting locations. It was good for me to get sunset and nighttime shots as well.
See, look,
It's different.
I'm sorry to stop you, bro, but I'm the person that's hella scary, but at the same time, I don't want to tell you come with me to do something scary because if you like me, you're like, nah, I ain't going with you, clown. So I'm the type of person, I manipulate a little bit. I'm like, just like, hey, bro, man, these woods, they look so nice. You want to go out there and hang out? Because if I say, I think you're like, oh, yeah, bet, let's go. I'm like, man, it's lakes out there, it's nice. And as we out there, I'm going to be doing my job. Like, he don't know I'm out here doing this stuff, but I got to hurry up, get it done. All right, boom, let's go. Because I ain't going to say, like, yo, I'm going to go here and do this, but I'm dumb scared because it's in the woods. Because you're like, nah, I ain't going there. But if I let you know, like, yo, we're about to hang out, see the lake, boom, look at the forest, make it sound all good, dress it up, you know, you gonna go with me. And then I'm about to do my work, but then we're gonna come back.
Times of day created
Nope.
different lighting for the videos. When I figured I had enough, I started packing up my
Yep, let's
copious
go.
amounts of equipment and threw my 2 bags over my shoulders and
Yep.
began
Get
walking
up out of here.
and walking and walking. I started to realize I should have reached the dirt road where my car
Yeah,
was
you big
by
dad.
now. There came a time when I had to accept it. I was lost.
Are
I
you
had
there at night?
absolutely no way of knowing which way was which. I'd done wilderness shoots before, and never had I run into that problem before, but usually I'd have a compass with me. Not this time. I kept walking for so long, it got to the point that I was letting out little cries to myself in stress,
Yeah, oh my
wanting
God.
nothing more than to just find my
Somebody help
car
me.
and go home, feeling absolutely helpless. Eventually, after many hours, I came across
Many
a small
hours?
building. It was an old house that appeared to be abandoned
Man,
in the
you
middle
crazy, you
of the
go
woods,
up in there.
indicated by the vines crawling up the sides of the
Oh,
home,
no.
plus the broken glass.
Man, you crazy.
Continuing to walk around in the woods
Don't
in the
go in
night
there.
was the last thing I wanted to do. and seeking refuge for the night made more sense.
I would have slept in the woods
I
before I
walked up
went in
the
there.
wooden stairs to the front door, which seemed to have already been broken in.
Duh, because ghosts already in
All I
there.
had to do was push it with a bit of force, and I was inside. It was next to pitch black in there, and every step I took, I felt like I was stepping on rubble or trash. I did, however, manage to find the bedroom of the house, which still had a bed in it.
And then sleep in the obvious, room. If I look, I wouldn't went in the house from the get go. But if I did, I would have not went where someone goes. Think about it, if someone's there, if someone is like coming to the house, they're probably gonna go to that bed because it's probably their bed. I don't know who bed it will be, but whoever, they would probably go there. They would probably also think if someone's gonna break here, they need shelter. They're gonna go to a bed. I would have went to like a kitchen and went under the cabinet, the sink. You can fit under there. I don't care what you say. You can fit under there. And I'll step in there. All right, boom. If I would have went in there, clown.
Filthy bed at that. But it beats sleeping in the woods or
No, it
hiking
didn't.
around any
No,
longer
it
in
don't.
the dark. I shut the door and
Because at least
tossed
in the
my
woods you
stuff
can
on the
hide.
floor and arranged one of my bags to act as a cushion between me and the actual bed itself. Then I tried my best to fall asleep in this dark, abandoned,
Man, you
foreign
crazy.
location in the middle of the woods. It was surreal, and it was scary.
Oh no.
The window in the room was broken, so I could hear the wind and bugs outside. But over that, there was the slightest, and I mean slightest little creak from a few feet away from the bed across this tiny bedroom. I looked up, and even though it was dark, I could vaguely see a closet door in the corner. It was moving. It had to be the drift. It had to be.
But please be the wind. Please be the wind.
I was letting my paranoia get the better of me in this freakish situation. But then, over the sound of the bugs and wind, I heard something from inside the room now. It was a gurgling type sound, like a throat noise.
You dead.
I looked at the
I'm head first out that window, bro. I'm like this. You gotta do it quick. You can't get up like slowly because they gonna come. You gotta out the window, bro. I'm gone. He already said the window was broke. It's open, bro. And the house didn't look that big. Meaning you gonna land, probably get a oof, a little hurt, a little bit, but you can get up and dart, my guy.
closet again. Something was coming out from the darkness of the closet.
Oh my God.
I got up to grab my stuff off the ground.
Forget that stuff.
Within arm's reach now. I was staring at someone else in this room in this abandoned house in the middle of the forest. Here's my description of what I
How did you
saw in
spirit?
the brief moments I was staring at
I
this
wanted to do.
person. I saw a man wearing a woman's wig with some kind of makeup on his face.
Oh, he crazy.
As for what he was wearing, I didn't really notice that. But I think it was something dark since I couldn't really see it. I grabbed my bags and started saying I'm sorry as I ran out of the house.
Like, bro, I didn't mean. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't know if this was
I got
their
some money
house
for you.
or not at the time. But either way, I didn't want any trouble. As I ran away from the
He
house,
about to chase you. He wanted you to
I
in the
heard
woods.
footsteps tailing behind me at first.
Told you. Crazy people. I watch
I think
movies
this
a lot.
is when
Scary
the
movies.
adrenaline really kicked in.
That's what
I
they
suddenly
want.
had this insane amount of energy to keep running until I
Who you
felt I'd
telling?
escaped. And even after
That's a
that,
bird.
I kept running, hopping over logs and rocks and twigs,
Well, I
trying
mean-
to find a road, anywhere, with the logic that there's only so much forest left in this.
I'm sorry to stop you, but in the woods, you gotta run with your hand out because you gonna hit a tree, bro. So if you can't keep your hand out a little bit, maybe your hand is like boom, but at least you know a tree coming. Your hand gonna be big broke when you get to the end. But bro, you gotta get out of there, bro.
I'd
I'm
have to run
gone.
into a road eventually. And finally, I did. I walked down the road. and
I
within
got
10
middle street,
minutes,
man.
the car passed, and I hitchhiked my way back to my truck.
Who hit? This dude asking that. Who hitchhike? Why would you hitchhike from there? Obviously, if someone pick you up from there, they big crazy too. No one's gonna pick anyone up. If you're gonna pick someone up that came from the end of the woods, the forest, whatever. Obviously, this person who's picking you up crazy. This dude wanna die.
On my way home, I had time to reflect.
It's probably the
The
dude who's
house was
chasing.
absolutely abandoned. The door and all the windows were smashed open. There was trash all over the place. I can't use logic to explain it, because it's not explainable. I am grateful I was unharmed, though.
Oh, you got lucky. I wouldn't even hitchhike. I'm sorry, I'd have darted all the way down the road. I'm sorry. I bet I have to go back and sync everything.
My apartment
Stupid
complex
camera
sits
cut
in a
off.
pretty safe neighborhood, so I guess I'm naturally less on guard as far as break-ins and whatever. There was this one night I'd gotten home late from a bar with friends, and though I wasn't very drunk anymore, I was definitely still tipsy. To give a little context to my apartment layout, it's on the ground level and has two doors, a front and back. As I entered, I was in the living room, greeted by my dog Chester. Then I passed the living room to
Oh,
walk
Chester's
down
a
the tiny
pit
hallway
bull.
to my room. Chester followed, though he was acting a little weird.
Cause Chester knows somebody in that dang old house.
Jumped right into bed. I was exhausted. I fell asleep in minutes, and the next thing I remember is waking up to growling.
Chester sound
I
like a
looked at
dang old
Chester and
chihuahua.
was standing up on my bed, looking at the far corner of the room.
Go, Chester, get him.
I sat up to see what he was looking at, but it was too dark. I had to flip on the lamp. That's when I noticed that he was looking at the closet door, which was cracked open just barely.
Oh, heck no.
Right away, I felt a pain in my stomach as I feared the worst.
Yep, like,
I lightly tapped him to get him to shut up for a second, and he looked at me and went silent. I got out from the bed as he watched me tiptoe closer to the closet. If someone was in there, I had to be ready to defend myself. So instead of opening that door right then and there,
Put your clothes.
I hurried to the kitchen to get a knife.
yep,
Chester
push clothes and
followed
run.
me. When I got back into my room, I don't know where it came from.
The door's
I had a
open.
huge bout of confidence overcome me, and I rushed to open the closet door fully. I was shocked, but also relieved to see no one inside.
Cause he got out here to the bed
I
now.
called Chester an idiot as I went back to the kitchen to put the knife away.
Keep the knife.
When I got back into the room, I saw Chester looking under my bed, growling again.
I just told you that. It's common sense, bro. For one, I hate when I watch. I'm about to turn this one off. This came real. I hate when I watch movies, and let's say the monster come in. Oh, bam! I shoot him. Boom, and I drop it like this. I hate that. That pees me off. It's like boom, shoot him. As he drop, boom, 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 boom. Keep shooting. This is making me mad. He put the knife back. Went back in the, man, I kind of want this muscle to get me. Get off of me, bro. I kind of want the muscle to get this dude.
I bent down to take a look, and there was a man hiding under my bed.
Exactly.
We made eye contact for a second.
He under,
Then I
okay.
grabbed Chester and ran outside to knock on the
Got the
neighboring
little doggy.
apartment's door. My neighbor opened in his pajamas, and I
I ain't
begged
gonna
him to
stop it,
let
bitches.
me in
Wait.
after explaining that someone was in my apartment. He let me in immediately and let me use his phone to call the
I'm
police.
sorry, bro. I gotta stop. I
The
got some stuff to
intruder
say.
wasn't in the apartment anymore by the time the police came and searched the place. If it weren't for my tiny little chihuahua who couldn't harm a fly, I may not have come out of this in one
Yeah,
piece.
you'd have woke up dead. Okay, so okay. Two things I would have did there. All right, look, I'm sorry. For one, of course, I already told you about the part. I wouldn't have put the knife back. I wouldn't have done that. That was a clown move, regardless. But the first move, when he said the guy was under the bed, made eye contact. When he's under the bed, if you ever been under the bed, you have no room to do nothing. I'd be think because you can't really swing. Only thing you try to do is grab. I'd be looking on the bed, like, bing. I've been kicking, bing, like kicking under the bed. You put your feet on, bing. Because think about it, he can't do anything. Most he's like this. He's be trying to dodge your foot. Like God, this dude is kicking me because it's not like he can just stand up and swing back because you're under bed. You have no room to do nothing. You would have not gotten there. I'd have grabbed the lamp and I'd bing. Bang, especially got one of them long lamps, the ones with the long I'd have push out like a broom. Bang, because he can't get up and do nothing. And the second thing I would have did, look, bro, in apartments, okay, you don't want to go to one person's house because it's apartments. I'm waking everybody up. I'm running, screaming, knock on this door, running next door. I'm just running, boom, 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 boom. Everybody is waking up that way. They can know it's somebody trying to freaking kill me, my guy. I'm sorry. Bro, when it comes to this stuff, man, I'm telling you, bro. I know, like I said before, I know. It's once you're actually in those situations, it's hard to do what you say you would do. But I'm sorry, that I would have done. Because if he's under the bed, I know for a fact, I can get it. Well, no, because if he got a gun or something, he probably just shot you on the bed. But if he, okay, I probably would have just grabbed the dog and ran, but I would have been knocking no more than one person door. I'm waking everybody up. I'm boom, just door, boom. As I'm not stopping like this though, I'm boom, 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 running, boom, boom. Usually apartments is like left, right, buildings. Sometimes they're right by each other. Run, boom, 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 run, boom, 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 run, boom, boom. Trust me, at least 2 or 3 of them people will come out looking like, what the heck is going on? Then we can be say, all right, but look, yo. This one kind of got me. This one was hella good, bro. But yo, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't like, comment, share, you guys are amazing, you guys are awesome. I am sorry this one got me a little worked up. But until next time, buddies, Charlie's out.